Welcome back, where we will be playing the first game in a long time because Ali was banned from games until he decided himself that he is no longer banned.
I can't go out with a fight.
No say that to begin with. And I assume that the game is just going to be, as always, drink this bottle of chili. Does your mouth hurt? Yeah, you won. Is that it?
Yeah, it's close, but whatever. Okay, let's listen to me. I'm going to explain this game first for you guys and for the audience. So, now yesterday I was Googling the shittest town in Australia. I don't know why, but I just was. Turns out it's Logan, Queensland. So what I did was...
Is that a town or is it a suburb?
A suburb.
Yeah, suburb.
So I went on Logan, Queensland's local newspaper, and I picked out two very local news stories.
He's done his research.
Now, what's going to happen is, so there's two news stories. One, so I'm going to leave one word blank from the headline, right? You have to guess what that word is. It's actually a noun, right? No, but, so I have two stories over here. Listen to me.
Sick of needing an undergrad degree to understand the rules, Charlie.
Okay.
Luckily, I have one. Hey, you do too.
No, I mean, like, we have to get one. We're basically just in a lecture, again, with Ali just sitting there and just being like, yeah, what was the third rule on that? Well, I'm going to have to fail you.
I'll guide you through it. But okay, for the first thing is, there's two stories in my hand. One of them is slightly more difficult than the other one. So I'm going to let you do a quick rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets the easier story. Slightly easier story. Play rock, paper, scissors.
Game within a game. I like it. All right, let the game begin. Miss Love, I'm going to choose rock. Ready?
Don't play your games with me.
Why? Isn't that the game?
No, but trying to, subconsciously fuck with me.
A game within a game
Within a game.
What a good start. You ready?
Yep.
Rock. Scissors, paper, rock. Damn it!
Okay.
And he
So
got
Miss Love-
outsmarted.
Miss Love, since you win, you get the slightly easier
It
story.
wasn't
and we're-
outsmarted, it was psychic ability.
And we're going to...
Cheating. We should have just given it to him anyway. Just like, let's just cut to the chase.
All right.
Psychic
So now I've got to show you your guys' punishment and prizes if you win it.
Fuck. This is
Basically what I've gotten is I'm giving these guys their fuel. What sustains them, that's the prize. So if Jordan wins, what he gets is a bag of green lettuce.
And it is my fuel. He's 100% right.
nice.
That's
This is the secret to success.
This is what Jordan gets. Basically, this is how he survives. He only eats this. In fact, at one time, he was eating only this, and he got so anorexic that we had to have an intervention.
Yeah, that's right.
With his girlfriend involved.
Anorexia.
So anyway, so that's your prize if you win. So you've got to work hard. Right? If Miss Love wins, he gets his fuel, which is a packet of sardines.
Oh, dude. Is it in Chile? Wood smoked.
I know you guys too well.
Man, I have to win this for everyone in this room now.
You don't win this yet, Miss Love. You've got to...
Oh, I know, but dude.
Fuck, the pressure's on.
I'm really
Take it
happy.
back off him, quick. He's going to open it.
No, you can't have it yet. You've got to earn this shit.
Dude,
Okay, now
salted fish smoky with chili. That's dude,
All right.
Ali, you know me well.
Now, if...
And yeah, here's the downside.
Here's the downside,
It's
the
just
punishment.
reversed around. That's
Here. That would work, actually. That would work.
Holy shit.
All right, if
And you're like, fish, no.
whoever loses will have to do a shot of Liquid Rage Megadeth.
fuck.
And there will be a loser. Because in case both of them aren't able to get it, the production team is going to decide
dude.
who was closer, and that person wins.
If we were just in that time frame of Arnold Schwarzenegger
Or you guys can
being
actually
a
comment.
Running Man, and they were just saying, like, 2017, there's a deadly game in town. He be fucking the games designer of that.
It is a deadly game. That chili sauce is fucked.
Exactly. But the other thing is, it's clearly designed to make you win.
Why?
There's only one possible scenario where I can win this, which is getting the bag of lettuce. But it doesn't matter what Mislav does. Like, if he has that sardines, he'll be very
It's an
happy.
entire
If he has
shot.
to, like, drink chili, he'll be very
No,
happy.
the hottest chili in the world,
Not that
Megadeth
chili.
sauce.
That-
Blair's Megadeth
Have you
sauce
tried that?
with
You've
a
tried
warning on it. It's intense. And he's going to
tried
do
it.
an entire shot of it. You could potentially do it too if you lose.
That conveniently you never have to drink.
Well,
Isn't
come
this
up with
amazing
games.
that
Come
this-
up with your own games to get me involved. Too bad.
Oh, where did you get that?
Listen to the news story, all right? So, Miss Love has to
Come on.
guess the blank in this news story. True news story.
Fuck you, Ali.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this newspaper is discontinued very recently, but this was, I think, from the 5th of April or the 9th of April. All right.
Yeah.
From Logan. The headline of this news article is, "Don't flush blank."
Oh, fuck.
Blank is what you have to guess.
Yeah.
Now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the first paragraph.
Wait, this is in Logan?
This is in Logan,
All right,
Queensland.
all right.
I'm going to read the first paragraph of this news article
So scared.
with the blank.
And this is just a psychic ability test. You just want him to win.
Dude, don't be so sure. I don't know.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to read it, but before you answer, wait, okay? I'm going to first read it. So don't flush
scared.
blank. You have to guess what blank is. First paragraph of this news article is, "Don't let the sewage system go down the drain by flushing blank down the toilet." Now, here's the thing. You have two options. Either you can do a true and false.
Oh, for fuck's
You'll get the same. You'll get the
Okay.
same option. Listen.
Okay.
Either you can do a true and false,
Yeah.
right? Where if you get it wrong, you get another guess. So you get two guesses essentially.
Okay.
So if you can guess what it is.
Dude, I need a degree for this.
Listen.
No, I'm
you
so
can you can guess what it is right now.
Yeah.
Right. If you get it wrong,
Sure, the legal
you get
system
another
has
option.
less rules.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
the audience too. All right. So he can guess
you
what it
following
is
me?
now. If he gets it wrong, he gets another option. Or he can choose to forego that, and I can read the next paragraph with more context, with the blank.
This is like that board game Scythe.
Yeah, it's a little complicated, you dumb fucks. Listen. So, do you want me to read the second paragraph, full paragraph, for context, or do you want to guess what it is for a true and false?
I got a better idea. How about we just feed Miss Love chili?
No. That shit's hot. So basically, I guess, or I get two guesses.
No, yeah. So you can guess from what the information I've given
Yeah.
you. I can read it again if you want.
Yeah.
You can either guess what it is. If you get it wrong, you get another guess. If you get that wrong, then you've lost. If you don't choose to accept this, then I can read the next paragraph of the news article, which has even more context. So maybe you can figure out what it is from that. So you have to choose.
So what's the disadvantage of just getting more information?
No, I'm not giving that to you. This is a game. I set the rules. I'm the god in this game.
Dude, I don't understand. Fuck. You know how the second option is to give me more information? Why wouldn't I just take that?
Because then you get only one option
Okay, I got ya.
instead of having two.
Oh, that is a tough one. You really
This
have
is a
done
real
your...
insight into Ali's mind. The fun part is the rules.
Yeah, you've really done your research. Read it again for me.
All right, I'll read. Don't flush blank. Don't let the sewage system go down the drain by flushing blank down the toilet. Now I can read the next paragraph, which is much bigger with more context, or you can have a guess. If you get that wrong, you can have another guess. If you get that wrong, then you lose. If I read the next paragraph, then you only get one guess. So you have to get it right in that.
I mean, you should probably just read the paragraph.
I think that's a good option. All right. So, don't flush the blank. Don't let the sewage system go down the drain by flushing blank down the toilet. Logan City Council said there had been a surge in blockages and overflows across the city's sewage system. It is said that there was an increase in blank found at the Logan Home wastewater treatment plant.
All right. I mean, it's not a vague word, like waste.
No, neither of those are. Even Jordan's is not a vague word.
Look, it's probably wrong, but the only thing I can think of, tampons.
You are incredibly wrong.
Damn.
Unfortunately, Miss Love,
good.
it's wet wipes, or I would have accepted wipes. Here we go. For people that
This
want to
is
see the
such
story,
fucked
if you want to
game.
analyze it yourself, the story exists. It's a legit story. Now, that's it. Don't look too
This game essentially boils down to you have to guess one word in the English language, otherwise you drink chili sauce. Go.
All right, well, here's the thing. If you lose as well,
Fuck.
then we're going to have to guess who is the bigger loser.
How about if we're both?
So
wrong,
you said
have to drink
tampons.
some.
Fuck off. No, that's not.
seems fair.
Well, come up with your own game next time that I have to get into it, all right? So, Jordan, it's your turn.
game.
This could be either. So if you win this, then obviously Miss Love has to drink. If you also lose this, the production team has to decide who was the bigger loser, based on the answer that you
And
gave.
Miss Love was fairly close.
So
All right.
production team, the answer was wet wipes. We would have accepted wipes. He answered tampons. All right. Now Jordan.
Yeah.
I want to just point out, just because you're not looking at the chat, but someone said the audience are the real losers of this game.
It's
Just
not
because
going to
off
be
mic,
when one
the
of them
audience
has to
said the
drink
audience
that
is the real
liquid
losers of
rage.
this game.
Repeat that.
You're going to be the winner once someone has to like do the entire podcast while their mouth is on fire.
The audience-
Stick it out.
All right, Jordan. Again, Logan, Queensland, local news story from April 9th, 2020. Blank ban at Boots. That's the headline.
Blank ban at Boots.
At Boots as in like polling booth, kissing booth, whatever. Boot. Ban as in like forbidden. Blank
Well, this
ban.
is a riveting start that the quizmaster can't pronounce booth properly, and I thought he was saying boot.
This is not my first language, that's why. B-O-O-T-H-S, boots.
Guess one word in a language that I don't know that well. Fuck. All right, go on.
Blank ban at Boots. Voters were surprised to see an angry assistant returning officer dragging off a blank from the polling station early on election day. Now, would you like to go for a true or false, or would you want the second paragraph?
True. That's not a true.
Oh, yeah, sorry, no, yeah, fair point. That's not a true or false. Would you like to have a guess? Production team is really helping us out with this one.
Roadshow games.
Jeez.
Okay, all right.
I put in
go on,
20
go to the
minutes into
next
this. I had to
paragraph.
fucking go to Coles and buy your prizes.
It wasn't 20 minutes. You put a lot.
Go on, what's the next paragraph?
Okay, next paragraph is,
Yeah.
I'll repeat the first paragraph. Blank ban at Boots. Voters were surprised to see an angry assistant returning officer dragging off blank from a polling station early on election day. Electoral Commission staff monitored booths to make sure candidates and volunteers were not flouting tough coronavirus restrictions or polling regulations. Assistant Returning Officer Mary Langler confiscated a blow-up blank that Division 3 candidate Mindy Russell was using as a mascot.
Doll. Blow up doll.
Unfortunately, you're also wrong because the right answer is dinosaur. It was a blow-up dinosaur.
Okay, yeah. Well,
You-
that was
you haven't
obviously
been paying
the second
atten-
thing that was on my mind was a blow up dinosaur.
So then you should have taken the fucking first option, which was give me two guesses. So you both lose. Unfortunately.
Such a fuck.
If you want to verify these news articles, they're on Logan.
How are we
Queensland Logan?
friends? You just like tricked me into drinking chili. That's all that's happened.
That's right. You should have kept up with the news. It's
is
your
all
job. You're a fucking pseudo-journalist.
This is all just payback for that one time that you invented that stupid game and you had to eat all the chili.
That may have been half of the motivation of this. Now, so production guys, actually, we can ask the audience as well.
I mean-
who lost? Was it Miss Love with tampons?
Come on.
Or was it Jordan with a doll?
Come.
Fuck off. That's not the option.
I don't know, dude. Everyone wants you to drink the chili. Like, come on. All right, audience. Let's put it this way.
No, there's
vote.
nothing
Who
in
out
there.
of the three of us should be
I am
drinking
not
the
looking
chili?
at this shit.
Oh, he goes it down. Unbelievable. This is a rigged game. Rig. Shenanigans.
This is not happening. I am not drinking that chili.
Why?
One of you guys that's drinking it.
You can't do this. You have no authority in this. We banned games off you for a reason. And now you just come
This
back with this.
was a decent effort, if nothing else. I think it was one of the better games that's ever been played
It was fun.
on Twitch, I'm guessing. But
No one agrees with you. No one. You're the only person on earth who thinks that's a mad game.
well, the best
Doesn't that
thing
tell you
about being
something?
God is it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks. So now,
Dinosaurs.
What is this? Yeah, unfortunately, the chance was dying.
it's a blow-up dinosaur. It's a legit story.
That's it.
Keep up with the news.
We're gonna burn Ali's soul with memes.
Yeah.
Everybody start
sure.
writing that.
Sure.
Like the correct answer.
But
was
having
dinosaur.
said that,
that is going to be the new can't explain.
I think Jordan lost. Tampons is more of a. tampons is more of
All
a.
a design from the very beginning. You just made it extremely easy for Mislav.
No, that's not true. Because that's not true.
It's happening, boys.
Wait,
Jordan's
You
drinking
drink
it.
that, you'd be
No.
fine.
Listen. That's not true because he separated the men from the boys. The crux of the winner here was the scissors, paper, rock. By default, you got the harder question.
Yeah, it's true. So you basically it's your luck.
So, dude, we just played a game of scissors, paper, rock. That's what just
and
happened.
you lost.
That's all it was. The second
And
answer.
It's not all
raised-
that it
no,
was.
no, no, you raised-
It was so
That
much.
was- that was impossible
This is
to
the whole thing.
answer.
I was
Printed shit out. What do you
I
mean?
was playing mind games on Mislav, and they are like, per chance, if you play that, you have a much better chance of winning scissors, paper, rock. Just a little.
But you lost.
And I still lost. Why? Because the whole game was just a psychic test for Mislav, and obviously he's going to win that out. And then the prize is something that Mislav would enjoy anyway.
yeah, Mislav-
I mean, sorry, the punishment.
I think you deserve your sardines.
Dude, there is justice in the world. Wood smoked. There's no joke here. I'm having these for dinner.
I am very
This
happy.
is just the
about
sequel to
it.
the
Now
Running Man, the sitting down man.
let's let Jordan have his dinner.
All right, but look, if Jordan
Look, I understand you
Can't
might
give
not
you
like the
whole
rules.
shot.
yeah, if Jordan is
I'm pretty- like-
if Jordan is copying this,
I'm not going to lose my taste buds.
I have ensured that it doesn't kill you. Now,
no, dude.
Did you actually?
Dude,
yes, I did. I did.
you what?
Yeah, there's a little bit of water in it just to make sure that it doesn't.
That's not.
Yeah, that's going to help. Thanks, me. Dude,
Are
that
you
doesn't
serious?
do anything.
I don't know if that's gonna. Well, maybe it'll help a bit, but like, look.
Either
just
way,
pour
come
it,
on, dude.
Just pour it. But look, this is the thing.
You got to do it for the gag.
Wait, this was just gonna. Well, no, it wasn't revenge. It was game. It was a game of scissors, paper, rock.
Goes up, you're cleaning it up.
Yeah.
Don't do a lot. This shit is
100%.
really. No, you can't.
it's
You can't.
I'm so
Ali, he's gonna throw up.
Dude, that is fair. That I was going to do the
Ali,
entire
really,
thing.
just really think about this. What have I done to deserve this?
Made me eat a
made-
lot of chili.
You made this game before,
Oh god.
and you lost your own game.
Can we-
And now you're taking that out
smell
on
it.
me.
Let me smell it. Yeah, the water might help it.
Dude, I'm telling you, I made sure that it's not absolutely
You know
crazy
what?
for
Wait,
you.
I'm gonna do you one.
How?
I'm gonna do you one and put some on my tongue, just to see if it's as hot as I remember it being.
Yeah, but you could swallow coal, Mislav, and say like, yeah, no, it's not that bad.
He'll die. He'll die. You can't drink all that. He might die.
He won't die. That's the game.
I'm having a teeny sip.
No, I've had, dude, he made me drink more than that for my fucking game, all right? He needs to drink this.
All right.
He made me drink more for my
It
game.
was nice knowing you,
Yeah.
bro. It was nice knowing you. Actually, you know what? It is a little bit more watered down than it. How much water did you put in?
Just heaps.
It is.
Heaps.
Wait, it is a lot
Gallons.
more watered down than usual because if it is hot, but if that was, can we get a vomit bucket, guys?
We're getting some milk.
Milk, yeah, get him some milk. If that wasn't diluted,
Don't worry,
he
he'll
could
end-
actually die.
he's
You could
ended
actually
worse
die.
Shit, I think.
Let me see how much there is again. Let me see. Show the camera. Yeah, look, that's not nothing.
You know what? I've seen documentaries of people on death row, and every time they're saying, I don't care about death because I know that baby Jesus is going to guide me. The thing is, I don't believe in baby Jesus. So, like, I'm more scared than people on death row.
They're getting you some milk. I think.
Look, it's the other end, you're going to come out a stronger individual.
Like it's hot.
It's like, this is basically self-help. It's Tony Robbins. You can do it.
Look, Jordan. If
This
it makes
is like walking on coal ash.
Oh, if
Yeah,
it makes
yeah,
you,
it's walking on
if it
coal.
makes you, Jordan, if it makes you feel any better, it's not as hot as it is
Boys,
straight, and I've
just
had
give
that
him
straight.
Skittles,
If it
I
was
think they'll
straight,
do.
And you've had that much straight.
No.
Dude, this is watered down. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
It's
You should
watered
be
down.
okay.
I promise it's watered down.
You don't have to do it all. I don't know. I don't want him to die.
Thanks, me. Thank you.
We're getting the advice here.
words.
Drink that, vomit in that. Oh, I don't know if you should do it all. It's your call. I don't want you to die.
All right,
Right.
okay. If you want to
Such
be,
is life, boys.
You're not doing it all. Are
if you okay, I'll leave it up to you however much you want to drink. But I think you know the answer.
Nah, maybe you should.
You're a comedian.
I don't know. I can't watch.
I hate how the voice of reason, like the devil on my shoulder is Ali, who is a very, very convincing debater. And then the angel is Mislav, who takes 20 minutes to decide what sandwich he wants.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be really...
Oh, so it's you wish it was the other way around.
Like, dude, just the angel sitting there being like, it might be pretty good.
It's not going to be pretty good. It's
Well,
going to
who
be.
knows?
This is what I'm.
Oh, fuck, dude. Everyone hates me
Why?
because they're saying this is rigged.
Of course it is.
Hey, listen. It's not rigged. It was.
All right, how about this? How about this? Just for you fucking assholes.
It was a game of.
I'll do it with you. But you have to do it
All
as
right.
well. And I'll do the same amount. Whatever amount you do.
I've
I'll do
never
it.
seen Miss Love more relaxed in my life, and he is a very relaxed man. Look at you, you cushion with a mouth.
I hope this makes all of you happy, the comments of like literally for 10 minutes
So
straight.
funny that I'm the only one that got out of it. That won't kill you if you put a decent amount of water in it. It won't be that bad. But it is. It's got some kick to it, Sonny Jim.
All right, are you doing the entire thing?
But if it was straight, if this shit was straight, I'd be like,
Yeah,
it
and
was,
look at Ali.
I see.
Nowhere near the
That's
same
it.
amount.
That's it.
Not even close.
I'm not doing that much.
Sack of shit.
I just don't want Jordan to die.
All right.
Hey team, can you die from drinking chili?
This is not on us. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
If we, just if you sympathise with my plight,
That is
please
heaps.
become
That is gonna.
subscriber.
Yeah,
fucking
guys,
kill me as well.
subscribe and Patreon. You're not going to get this anywhere. I don't know.
All right, I'm drinking as much as you are, which is about half. Ready?
Start
Fuck
with
off.
half.
No, you.
Shut up and drink.
Down in one. Oh, you can do it. Not too bad? It does come.
Oh.
It does come. Hey, he's all right. Down the rest of it. Fuck, you're a boss. Down it.
No, I'm not.
Shit, you're doing better than Ali. Oh my god, are you okay? Oh, dude,
Hey, give me that milk, man.
dude, are you okay? It's Ali who's copped it.
All right, come
Finish it. Finish
How
it.
about all the way, Biz? All the way.
No, I don't want it.
Oh my
Get it.
god.
Nah.
Oh, my mouth's off.
Finish it. It's actually not as bad as it usually is. It's not as bad as it usually is.
I can't talk. I can't finish it.
Okay. Well, I didn't need the smoke on the.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Still, even though my mouth is on fire,
does have a
still not going to have milk.
Yeah.
Can't handle it.
Oh, it is.
All right, should we talk about Donnie or what?
Yeah.
Oh man, that was. Why do I always end up doing it?
To quote Kings of Leon, my mouth is on fire.
Take your fucking lettuce bag.
He gets it anyway. Oh, it is hot. Even that sip is like it's still
Yeah,
extremely hot.
I think all three of us shouldn't have done it.
I knew that shit was hot, but
All right, so university degrees, that's a genuine segment. Mm-hmm. So apparently what the Liberal government has done,
How incredible is that? This is three men with tertiary education that just did that.
Yeah.
You want to know our opinions on stuff?
some of them,
we have fun here.
Look, I do agree with the Liberal Party. Humanities degrees are worthless. We all had them, and yet we're not smart enough to get out of this. Even the man that designed the game so that he wouldn't have to have it still had it.
I agreed with that. So last night when I read about it, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
finally, fuck yeah, dude, all of those humanity
hot.
degrees are useless.
See through time.
But then I read this article in the Australian this morning,
Find your soulmate, Jordy.
which was defending this move. So should we just quickly explain what this move is? Do you want to do that, Miss Love?
You are my spirit
My
guide.
mouth is on fire. So what they've done is like they're not subsidizing humanities and arts degrees anymore. So let's say if it was worth $9,000,
This is how
like-
Ali's going to die. Explaining some policy.
yeah, just so like if anyone doesn't know, if it was like $9,000 for a semester, the government paid like more than half of it, and like your HECS paid the remaining. Now, the government is not paying a single cent, so it's going to be like more expensive than any other degree. And the money they're using is now going into like STEM degrees, which is a science,
Fuck.
technology,
I only had a
technology.
tiny bit and it's hot.
So, anyways, so that's
Hard
what
to tell the
they've
difference
done.
between Ali on chili and not on chili. Still explaining some policy that very few people care about, looking sad.
People care about it. I think people care about it.
Actually, this is a good
No.
chance.
People on this podcast too, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, I'm pretty sure no one in India cares that Australia has just like changed its tertiary education policy. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. You just-
But people, anyway, so
I should probably
yeah,
do
so
the- I
that's
should probably do
happened.
the comic relief in this. Be like, these two knuckleheads.
But listen. So I was reading the Australian, which was defending the government's policy, and then that made me realize they've got ulterior motives. So the fucking thing started off with the article for the Australian started off with like, if you want to study Foucault for 10 years and destroy
Sorry, here, go on.
It is like a drug.
and destroy statues of Captain Cook.
This is what a bad acid trip's
Yeah, I'm
like.
tripping balls.
This is what a bad acid trip's like. But go on.
How are you not? How are
Because-
you okay?
I
You're
don't.
physically fucked, but you're mentally on point. I don't get it.
Because I'm trying to divert my attention, and this issue is like genuine. I need to talk. I want to talk about it.
Damn,
So-
Buddhist shit. He has taken acid before, and he knows how to get off the bad trip. That's what's happening right now.
I think
And
it's not like what's inside my mouth. It's my lips are literally burning.
That's
No
what
wonder
I
he's
got.
not impressed by Indian gurus. That's all they teach.
Ah, yeah, he is one. Anyway, keep going.
A, they're Indian. B,
So-
he already knows it.
Are you guys paying? Listen, this
No,
is
I'm
an important
really not
segment.
paying any attention.
I am.
So the Australian article, the article from the Australian was arguing.
I want to see what the comments are saying while you're
So
talking.
Mislav is not paying attention.
No. I'm paying attention, but I still want to see people laughing. Are they
I
laughing?
think people are saying I have been redeemed.
You have atoned for your sins.
It's fine because it'll create a bottleneck of people in the creative industries. Look, they're talking about my fucking point.
Go on.
So, anyway, so the article was saying that if you want to vandalize statues of Captain Cook and study Foucault for 3 years, then you're not getting a single cent from the government.
Fair.
I know, but why are they using that example in particular? It's not about the art. If it was just about the fact, look, if the rationale was, here's the thing, COVID has been pretty bad. Plus, also, we have so many arts degree graduates, and we need more STEM people. That's the reason. I would have understood it a little more. But they're saying literally it's to stop vandalizing statues of Tim Cook, which means it's a political move. It doesn't matter if it's for vandalizing statues of Captain Cook right now.
People are actually
Tomorrow it could
studying
be
that?
something else. What, Foucault?
Vandalizing Captain Cook.
No, they're not
statues
studying
out.
that. The point of that is that if you study Foucault, he's going to radicalize you enough where you're going to start hating on every, like, you know,
Give me some of that milk. It's too tingly.
they're going to like start destroying Captain Cook statues because, I don't know, they're like now fucking SJWs because of their degrees. That's the point of this article.
I don't think that's true. I think the people that are vandalizing Captain Cook statues have no education.
Well, so that's another reason for this secondary education policy to be redundant.
Isn't
Tertiary
that just
education-
Liberal Party policy in a nutshell? Yeah, we assume that this is the case, so we're just going to cut funding. Have you done any research on this whatsoever? No.
But they're cutting funding to everything.
Is listening to Ben Fordham radio show
Yeah, you
that-
should have-
that research?
I had a uni
Yeah.
class today. You should have seen, dude. My tutor was like legitimately about to cry.
Why?
Because he
He's
was
about
saying,
to lose his job.
Yeah,
So, look, I'm back on board with the Liberal Party policy. Suck it.
no, because he was saying,
Sick of cunts who look like me having a job.
because apparently he was saying that what has been made public is this whole humanities degree thing. But what he was saying hasn't been made public yet is that there's a huge cut to university fundings just in general. Like doesn't humanities, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
But they're cutting.
So he was saying we're already pretty casualized, which he's right, dude. Like most of the tutors and teachers are like they're working on an hourly basis at this point.
Yeah, right.
So he's not wrong about that. So it's already a tough environment for him. But either way, I think the main villains in this is actually the universities.
But hang on, aren't they just taking the money and putting it into STEM?
No, so this guy, I don't know. That's what the news articles are saying. But my tutor was saying that there's other aspects to it which haven't been made public yet, which the university has been informed about, is that they really want to increase the number of students that come in for like more business revenue generation, but also decrease the cost it takes to educate a student per capita.
Yeah.
So basically he's saying that it's going to make
Look,
things
I'm not
harder.
fully off board with this policy.
I know, but like...
A, STEM really is what we should be focusing on.
True.
That's all well and
I
good.
agree.
That's the first part. The second part,
Not only though, but yeah.
get a humanities degree for free now. It's called the Joe Rogan Experience.
Damn straight.
It's just, dude, you just look at shit on YouTube
Yeah,
now. That
it is.
and like you honestly, if I had my time again, I wouldn't have done my degree. I think it was a complete
But
waste
here's
of
the
time
thing.
and money, and I
I agree.
want to be actively discouraged against doing it instead of entering this racket game that, let's be honest, was even more of a con than Ali's game.
Fuck off, dude. Like, it was entertaining. Even I did it because, like, you guys had disagreements with the game.
I don't think it was a con. It's just that this should be the name of the game. Scissors, paper, rock. Because that's what
yeah, with chili.
Yeah, scissors, paper, rock, and then
Now
comment.
with hot sauce.
Yeah. Scissors, paper, rock. Now with hot sauce.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with a bunch of dum-dums that can only guess what 2 + 2 is. Sorry. Next time.
This
it's
was the
gonna
game,
be
Ali. Do you want me to reverse it on you? I'm thinking of a word.
The Liberal government.
Well, that's 3
Damn.
words. You lose the game. You have to drink more chili.
All right.
Homie's got Burger King.
Oh, come on. You, all right.
No, I'm not.
To get him to do it.
So listen. What do you think about this point?
We have the segments, right?
So most of the people, we're fucking doing a segment right
Just
now.
following up because you're in charge. But yeah,
My
go
tummy hurts.
So the other thing is like, yeah, it's okay. Understandably, most of the people that graduate from arts and humanities don't end up working in fields that represent what they studied because, yeah, Foucault doesn't have like a big corporation that's running. But having said that, if you look at like the people in top positions of global organizations, not just Australia, the US, anywhere in the world, the top 10 are usually people that studied humanities or arts. So what you basically need it for...
Yeah, so then we're fucking over corporations.
What do you... No, those are people... They're the reason why they're in CEOs is because they're the best people and they are studied... Because, dude, if you study STEM, yeah, you're smart on like a very scientific way, but you're also really fucking stupid at the same time.
What, like
You
emotional?
don't understand...
but
You're not
this-
able...
Look, science is the only thing that really advances humanity. Every other job, I think, is superfluous.
Well, I don't-
And really, if you're the head of McDonald's, that's no big loss if McDonald's is worse managed.
Science, okay, so okay, let's take that argument. So science is the reason why humanity progresses, right? That's not necessarily true because the same scientific knowledge on a click away is available to Tanzania and it's available to Australia. But one country is able to make better use of it than the other country. Why do you think that would be?
Because the other country is not Tanzania.
Yeah, but okay, fine, Mali. How does that make a difference? What I'm saying is that
Yeah, but you're really missing my point here, Ali. Some countries are poor and some countries aren't.
He does make a point.
If we're one of those countries that are rich, just... Dude, I really think that this is the first
You're
time that
rich
I even
right
like,
now.
somewhat agree with a liberal country.
you're rich right now. The reason why you're rich is based on this incredible breadth of research in social sciences. People that came up with the way law is supposed to work. People that came up with how economies are supposed to
Is that
work.
a social science?
People that came up, yeah, that's a social science. Economics and law both are social sciences. They're humanities.
And so
There's-
they're getting a cut, are they?
Yeah, they're also going to get...
I'm not on that train.
But that's not it. Okay, fine. But there's people that sometimes, yeah, you can, if you're given a question, you need to study engineering and science to be able to answer it. But sometimes you need to come up with the questions as well.
If film studies and philosophy are getting fucked over, I'm all for it.
Yeah, they're definitely getting
Gender
fucked
studies.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
And
my
the
degree
other thing,
was.
when I was doing my
Gender
undergrad,
studies,
Not
philosophy,
gender-
and film.
No. Gender studies, I don't think was a thing when I was in uni. But like my uni degree was like the subject was like a who's who of a dude clearly doing stuff because it sounds fun. Like it was like visual arts, art history, philosophy arts, philosophy history. Like it was literally that. And the most educational subject that I did was I did African politics and globalization, which was actually kind of dope. It was just like, okay, whole course, Africa's going to dominate. Like they're going to have a lot of kids. But then like also I did the politics of terrorism. But again, just crap. There's no...
I think who's to blame over here is not necessarily your degree. Like, I honestly think
of course
people...
I'm
No,
right.
you're not... Well, yeah, you're partly to blame, but also it's the universities that have made use of people like Mislove. They give him this false hope that, look, this way you can get a uni degree. Also, you don't have to put in a lot of effort because you're going to pass anyways, and you get to do this bullshit thing and you can satisfy your parents. It's not that the discipline itself is dumb. It's that literally the universities or the corporations that have made that into a business,
Yes.
they're the ones that are oversupplying the market. Foucault, I keep saying Foucault because of that Australian article, but Foucault is a very sophisticated theoretician that deserves to be understood.
No, he does not.
I don't know about.
But you're saying like
Isn't he that bald French cunt that was debating Chomsky, going like, "But who's to say people dying is a bad thing, no?"
yeah, but like even Chomsky.
Shut the fuck up and direct
But even Chomsky. So someone like Chomsky is also a part of the social sciences. He has made
yeah, but
incredible
I'm just saying,
contributions,
like,
including
let's
debating
draw the
Foucault.
line at Foucault, right?
But how can you draw a line? This is not like
just like anyone that's French has never done anything important. There, I said it.
Fuck.
Well, who,
Dude.
Give me one philosopher of theirs that you actually.
But the French Revolution.
Didn't
But
you?
that's not one of their philosophers.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
But that's also exactly like French Revolution. The thing,
Yeah,
the
and
U.S.
also-
Revolution, the French Revolution, the things that shaped the entire political structure.
Plus, they invented
products
butter.
of social sciences. They don't teach you that in fucking trigonometry of like how to make sure that your state runs in a way that it has checks and balances. How do you make sure where does power come from? How to put that shit in check? That's important
really
information.
Bizarre moment of my life. Just like a bunch of stars behind Ali's head while he's arguing at. I'm just sitting here,
Dude.
kind of dazed out. Well, was this all just to win this argument? Was it?
Yeah, I wanted to like make you
Fighting
handicap first, and then indulge
Even
in
the
argument.
boxing glove in battery acid.
Yeah, you don't have to try shrooms. You're on it now. Basically the same thing. It's like
But
a
yeah,
little bit more
look.
vivid.
Ali, you have to admit this.
Yes.
It might not be the best policy, but it is very, very satisfying knowing that some cunts that wear scarves and like thick glasses are going to be unemployed.
That is a satisfying feeling because the thing
I
is,
have
like,
to-
most of them, because technically
second that.
speaking, the government is kind of right about the fact that like students that are in STEM education actually subsidize students that study arts and humanities because they end up getting jobs and then actually paying off their HECS.
Yeah, it's like
Whereas,
it's the same thing as the death penalty. It might not work, but it just feels right.
But what I'm also saying is that let's be careful. Sometimes, like getting
So
rid of our
intense.
strength is not the. I remember when I was undergrad and I was like trying to get a job. I used to go to these career expos. One of the big people that really wanted you were Chinese companies that wanted you to come, and they wanted you to have studied social sciences, particularly economics, law, or even other social. They wanted people within the social sciences discipline because they have a dearth of that.
yeah, but it's a scale.
That's true.
And I think that Western society is too much in the humanities.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
Whereas East Asian companies are just
Yeah.
like, and what is creativity? So they need to know that shit.
Yeah,
Do
they're-
you mean
but-
Basically,
Pokemon?
yeah, it's just like they pretty much what you should be a millionaire for, and you are a millionaire for in Japan and Korea and China, is playing Pictionary with them.
Damn.
That's pretty much it.
Damn.
Well,
And then, like, yeah, like I think maybe if we're going to be exporting people over to those East Asian countries, then that might be a valuable thing to do. But I really think that what Australia really lags behind is innovation. You'll see it over and over again.
Absolutely.
This was
Same
one
with-
of Kevin Rudd's like
Dude,
key
same as
points.
America. Same as America. They got like Elon Musk, but I mean like
But sometimes when you get too technical, you forget how to innovate. There's a reason why like China isn't the biggest innovator and the US is.
Are
The
they
US the US is extremely entrepreneurial. Like with all their flaws, and I'm not a big fan, they're fucking entrepreneurial.
I didn't-
They
I-
know
I
how
thought
to
that was
like
dying in-
Korea and all these places, they might have the most efficient Samsung workers, but there's only US where you get Facebook, Instagram, what all of these big companies because they have like they are in a way more creative. Like they have that entrepreneurial thing about them, and I think that does not only come with understanding what
Creativity, you need
2
to have
plus
a
2 is.
non-regimented mind.
You
But I don't think that humanities has anything to do with that. I think that most of those innovators didn't even go to university, or they quit
They
university
quit
halfway
university
through.
or-
yeah, that's a good
whatever.
point. It's just like
and also like a
Pure
lot of them did do sciences and shit, or and who are in tech. But it's not just the tech companies. Like if you literally
No, but
make
it would
a
be
list
most
of the
entrepreneurs and
500.
millionaires. I think that they just didn't. Honestly, I really think that I should have just quit. I should have got the free trip that I got to go to Korea, and then after that, just thought, thanks for the memories.
yeah, I shouldn't have done it. It's almost like a rite of passage now, the old BA. It's like, yeah, you did it, huh? Socrates is pretty fucking wild, right? And, yeah, do you think any of that's real? I don't fucking know. I'm working in a box factory. But it's just a fucking
Yeah, pay for a degree that you learn less in than you did in year 12.
Yeah, I
over
wish-
4 years.
I wish I didn't do it. Oh, well, I don't know. My dad's always just like, it was good for you. Think about
Because I think, look, because, okay, so all of the people, I did a more of a technical version of humanities, but I knew a lot of people that were studying gender studies, that were studying, what we would consider bullshit degrees. And they were bullshit people, hence they chose that. But
brutal.
But what I'm also saying is that what are these people doing now? Because I have a sample. I can look up on Facebook what they're doing. Someone's like the marketing fucking account manager for Lush, which is a makeup company.
AKA a bullshit job.
Listen, yeah, but like it needs to be sold, right? But what I'm saying is like these people are better off because of their degrees. First of all, it was.
I think they would have got the job anyway.
I don't think they would have. They would have need to have.
What is the
experience.
marketing director for Lush? Put on that lip balm picture on Facebook now.
But also, I think it's
Dude,
It doesn't harm you.
basically every chick Miss Love knows is more qualified for that just worked at that taco shop. They'd be better at it. They just you get more likes.
Maybe,
6 p.m.
and I can't be like certain about it. But Miss Love, you're the best person to be to judge this. If let's say in an alternate universe, after year 12, you never went to uni, right?
Me?
You ended up doing something, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think you would be able to actually understand a lot of the stuff that is going on around your world?
Such as what? My world? What,
As in, like, okay, so for instance, when we talk about, like, when sometimes, like, even on this podcast, like, the discussion can get really, like, dense political, right?
Yeah.
But you are able to keep up. I'm wondering, had you not gone to university and had to wrestle with some of these ideas, would you have been able to keep up?
No, it was us that educated him, Ali.
It was
because
you two.
He just came to us for the first 4 years of the podcast. It was just like, all right. Let me just wrap this around my head. There's more to politics than outing cucks. I'm sorry. We're going to have to go through this again. I'm going to have to do a revision.
That might be partly true, but I wonder if
look,
if you were able to understand it that quickly.
Look, well, I'll give it to you. I'm a bad test subject because I have done a lot of mulling on my personality because of Jordan being like, "You're this. Read this book, and you're also like this." Do I have any sort of autonomy on this? No, you are like this, and time again, it's true. So essentially,
Don't you think that really in humanities? Sorry, you continue.
No. I was just gonna say, I'm a bad
pig.
No, I'm a bad guinea pig because I could be taught. I'm all about like the emotional connection to stuff. So like, if I had like some uncharismatic, boring dude, but he was like, if I had Chomsky teaching me one-on-one, I'd get out of the class and be like, God, that was so boring. And I wouldn't learn anything. But the fact that Jordan's been like, like, what's that Simpsons joke where it's just like, Freemasons run the country because it's dancing up and down. I'm just like, and it stays in my brain. So I'm a bad test subject. But generally speaking,
Yeah.
I would agree that for a normal human being, which I am not, I'm just like a fucked human being. I would say that there are advantages, but I don't think it's worth 30 grand. I have a $30,000
soon
debt.
it's going to be worth 60 grand.
Yes, which is why you shouldn't do it in the first place.
Dude, it's not worth it now. Well, it's going to double now.
Yeah, that's the
Dude,
bonus.
no, definitely not worth it.
No, but like,
you know what I would say?
We're not arguing if it's worth it or not.
Yeah,
We're
but even on a
arguing,
collective level, I don't think it's
Is it a better decision
worth
to
it.
make it 60,000 as opposed to 30,000?
Oh,
I'm telling you right now.
No, I don't know.
18-year-olds come up to me all the time, and the things they know about the world, like, it's just a given to them because of my YouTube channel that it was a CIA plot to get rid of Gough Whitlam.
Yeah.
I didn't learn that in my degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So I paid 30 grand to be dumber. What the hell is that about? And now 18-year-olds that aren't even interested in politics have a better education on politics than me, who paid money to go there and was programmed into being a moron.
Maybe the 60K is a good idea.
It's a stupid. It's a trick game.
I think that the internet has changed a lot, man. Because think about it. What is uni? How are you going to be good at uni? It's completely based on self-discipline and the work that you put in. It's got nothing to do with your teachers. What is learning from the internet? Exactly the same thing. If you have the discipline to educate yourself via the internet, and I'm not just talking like, fucking just bullshit hit pieces and like crap media. I'm talking like, all the sources are out there to find real information. So I think that it's all about. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I'll accept your guys' point because I'll be honest. When I first read about it, I was right on the same boat as you. But I just feel that this policy is kind of political, and
It
it's
is
directed
political.
at certain people.
Yeah, it is.
And they assume that by doing this, less people are going to come out on Black Lives Matter rallies.
They're doing it
which
for
is
the
what
wrong-
something that I understood after doing in a degree that is not going to matter at all. If you think that's what's making people come out for Black Lives Matter rallies,
Well, they're doing-
you are wrong.
doing
They're
it for
going to
the wrong
come out
reasons.
irrespective.
They're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're doing it for the same fucking reason all the libs do it. They're just like, we can't afford
and also,
it.
this is the first one. Didn't we talk about like
it's
how?
also the right reason.
No, but it's not, man. Like, it's like,
I don't
dude,
know,
how
man.
many-
It's like it's someone that you
Yes,
hate
it's like
right now, but
it's
eventually
a
it'll
very
be someone
satisfying
else.
thought knowing that they're making a lot of people's lives who are just like, useless and superfluous to society worse.
You know
I
what?
like
They
that.
did exactly that with unions back in the day. They said that people in the unions are devious people. They're only up to mischief.
They have a
They're
use.
communists.
They
Yeah,
have a
you
use,
think
though.
now, but like someone else might think that like fucking having an organization that comes out and protests can
Do you
be a
think-
good thing for actual reasons.
Do you think it could be like totalitarian?
I'm just saying
Dude,
that
like,
it's a slippery
organising
slope. We've got to be
workforce-
careful about this sort of
Yeah, I
shit.
get that.
Organizing a workforce is a little more societally beneficial.
Not to
Someone
right wings that
punching a
just.
skivvy standing in front of you, just being like, "Let's watch American Beauty. What do you think about that plastic bag?"
I get it, but like, but they were saying, but there were people that were saying the same thing about unionists that they are useless. All they do is hamper economic
He's
growth.
thinking more big
Yeah,
picture.
but they're
I get what
wrong.
you're saying too.
Well,
That
I'm just saying
annoying
that
cunt,
you-
usually called Gustavo, is useless.
He's saying that if you start just axing shit, it's harder to get back. It's like when you
you've
it's like
got
when
to
you
call out the
privatize.
motivation at least, dude.
It's like when you privatize, right?
Why are you selling that as a point? All you should say is that, okay, here's the thing. We're having a bit of imbalance between people that get these kinds of degrees and these kinds of degrees. As a general policy, we have decided that we want to disincentivize this, and this will hopefully address our issues. And also, by the way, we happen to be in the worst recession, and it's going to happen. Why are you telling me about how bad Foucault is and how bad or how good fucking Captain Cook is? I smell bullshit, is all I'm saying.
I don't smell bullshit though. I see that is a very valid point. Not a very valid
Fair.
point.
One
but I
day
think
it's gonna come to you.
I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Huh?
One day it's going to come to you. They're going to say like people that like
Oh, come
it
on.
happens.
At
with,
first, I didn't stand up for the bald-headed guy that's really shiny. Then it was me. It's like, no.
I don't know. That's what
Like, dude,
that's-
they're coming for everyone, and like, yeah, there's been this rapid fire across every society and every template of it over the last 7 years, and I just think that, yeah, finally, one of the bullets hit a murderer. You know, that's, dude. Like, I really don't see the value of these degrees.
I think-
at
I
the
see it,
very least,
but
you're saying
it's
they're
all-
overvalued,
I
and if
see-
you're getting
It's because I
disincentivized
also
to do them in the first place, awesome.
because I also study it, so I understand that if someone truly dedicates themselves to these subjects, it's worthwhile. These weren't.
But they
dumb
have to do it
people
themselves.
That you think
This is the
that
whole
were like
thing. It's just
telling
like
you
that
to like
old
burn
saying
down
of-
statues. They were talking about shit that was way more complex, and people are interpreting that as
At your university
burning down
degree,
statues.
they weren't doing it with mine.
Well,
I
I
swear
think
the first
maybe-
year of it was, okay, so what's the Governor General's role? Oh, okay, this is a year recap of...
If you do your readings, you might like understand different avenues.
I don't think
I understood Marxism way better after it, and I don't fucking bring down statues, but I'm a better individual because of it. It was just because of this one teacher who said, you know what, you should look into this. And for some fucked up reason, I was bored that day. I was like, okay, I'll look into this economic theory, and like it dictated the next year of my life. You never
See, this
know
is the
what
whole
triggered
point.
it.
It's just one teacher. That's all you get. For your 30 grand, you get one good teacher.
That's
And
a fair point as
the
well.
rest of them just aren't good, man. And like, just look, how is this like a value to society that we as the taxpayer should be paying for?
I think you're.
It's just like, and like bad people. This is the other thing as well. They're not even good at their jobs. It's the classic thing of just like those that can't do, teach. And I think that when it comes to a teacher, it's different because that actually is a profession. Usually university lecturers are kind of just like, okay, so I had sex with my lecturer and then they gave me just a, like that's usually what happens. And then I got a post-grad, and then now I just sit there and just timidly say, have you done your readings? And everyone just sits around awkwardly, and I get paid a lot of money for it.
Well, I think they're not. First of all, they're not getting paid a lot of money for it.
Aren't they? I think they are.
Like the most of the people that are teaching, Like, no, I'm not talking about the big wigs that have like grants and doing. So like most of them is actually, most of the money for universities is, surprise, surprise, spent on science and not humanities. It's because these elaborate experiments that they do. All of these actual fucking teachers,
and that's what it should be
They
funded.
get grants and they get money. It's actually, most of these people that are teaching us, they're like fucking post-grad students. They're like doing their PhD that are actually getting paid. They might even get paid less than people working at Kmart. And they're doing it like on an hourly basis.
Look, all I think is like you can learn this, everything that he's saying, or you could just understand this one fact. If you read 50 books, you have the equivalent of a PhD in that field. So just read the 50 books.
Dang, it's cheaper.
I'm just saying
it's
it is
cheaper.
more likely that you will read 50 books over the course of your life had you been to a university than if you had like, dropped out in year 10. I don't think you're definitely reading 50 books.
Best Prime Minister
Unless
we
you're
had,
like
the
a
one with
genius
the
and you're some
biggest
smart
vision.
guy. Yeah.
Keating.
Paul Keating didn't go to university.
True, that's what I'm saying. Unless you're,
But
not
that's-
everyone's
So it
fucking
just
Paul
creates-
Keating,
yeah,
dude.
but it
Like,
creates groupthink in the rest of them.
Okay, Paul
You can tell that
Keating-
most of the other ones did a law degree. It's very obvious.
yeah, Paul Keating.
So
Paul Keating is like one of the
regimenting
best economic managers, and he didn't go to university. Name me one other fucking finance minister, treasurer in the world that went straight from high school.
But name me one that's as good as Paul Keating.
I mean, he's really good, but
you're picking
I'm
at
just saying
straws here,
he's
like-
good because he is a smart man. It's not because he
Exactly.
never went to uni. Is he's look? He's a genius. I'm not denying he's good at his job, but
No,
those
but
kind
I
of
think that
people
it's
are
the
like
other thing that
bubbles.
his,
They like
his
come
brain
up
wasn't
irrespective.
regimented into a certain way. I swear to God, I would not have the job that I have now, and I would not have gone in the direction that I did if it wasn't for one random Canadian cunt whose name escapes me that was in South Korea that went there because of the way that universities force you to teach politics. And so he went to South Korea and just said, shut up, watch Chomsky for 6 months. Then I understood how the world worked. But that was just by random chance. Otherwise, I'd just be like some schmuck that works in the Department of Agriculture, just sitting there being like, okay, how do I lie about how bad pesticides are? Like, that would be my job.
I guess time will tell how
mean,
this turns out.
I think it just, degrees turn you into a schmuck. I really think that. I think it's probably different when it comes to STEM. I don't know anything about STEM. It seems like it would be
And
right
also,
to
they
me.
regiment
But
your
when it
brain
comes-
too.
Huh?
Like they legitimately regiment your brain,
but in a
too of,
way
like,
that
how
is
to think.
useful to the world.
Well, it is.
I really
your
think that when it comes
interpretation
to
that the
humanities,
others
they
aren't
just-
useful to the world.
Huh?
In my opinion, they have contributed immensely to what you are today. Not everything is like material related where you're like, fuck, some guy in a white coat decided that this ceramic material. Yeah, okay, fine. The holder that you're using as a cup is a fucking gift of science, but there's so much more than you. There's so much more to you than just the material things around you. It's also what you think, how you think. We are the ones that interpret those sort of ideas and bring. I don't know. I get what you guys are
This is
saying.
the whole thing. Is just cut out the chaff. I think that what happens when you go to a university is that people just start. It creates a groupthink cycle, and you get into this little club of just like, but how much do you like Foucault? And that becomes the gauge of how far people
But
come
that's
up.
in every
but all of these
discipline.
other people that you actually, I've said it a million times on my self-help channel. The library in a university is where it's at. That's great because there's all these forgotten voices in there that are deliberately silenced, but they're in a dusty cobweb. And if you fight off a giant spider and read a verse from the Bible to like momentarily paralyze it, those books are in there. But you won't get taught those in the degree. You will get taught the things in the degree. It's like the same way that the ABC works. It's just like as soon as the liberals are in, they just start regimenting it the way that they want it to be taught. And so you're just getting taught propaganda. It's the same thing as like how we learned in high school about Gough Whitlam's dismissal. It was a Liberal Party ad, dude. It was a Liberal Party ad. Just unfair economic management. Just Labor has no idea what it's doing when it comes to the economy. That is how I thought the world worked.
Yeah, but what I'm
Until
saying
I was
is like
28.
Okay, I'm also saying that if you encourage your people in your country to only study STEM, that problem is going to be much worse. That's why people in like China and Korea aren't able to fucking go against their government because they're not
All
able
I
to.
think is STEM, fair.
It's like because, dude, all they give a shit about is this molecule reacting with this molecule.
That's a good
Like they
point,
don't care about what the Liberal Party is up to. They're like, dude, give me enough money where my kids don't starve, and maybe I'll make you like a fucking new enzyme out of this. And that's mad. Like we want that shit too. But we also want someone to tell the fucking politician to be able to invest in that shit in the first place. And as much as you hate it, that guy
Yeah.
who's inventing that enzyme is dumb enough not to actually be able to do it for himself because he thinks in a different tangent. Anyways,
But you know what I also find in my channel, just speaking like, purely anecdotally here, but a huge chunk of the kids that watch my shit are STEM kids.
Really?
because I don't want to say it out loud, but there's a specific reason for that.
Because I use evidence. I really think that that's the thing.
Well,
that they've
yeah,
just been
that's
trained to think, they just listen to, I don't know, 2SM or something like that, where they're just like, did you hear this in the Telegraph? No? Well, I'm going to read it out, Whereas I'm just using a bunch of sources in there and then they think, yeah, that has more evidence to it. So their brain has been taught to think that way.
And I'm sure it has helped a lot of people. Like it's like clearly it's also helped Mislav. Like he keeps talking about like how your material has actually made him an enriched individual, and me as well. I don't want to say like only him. Me too. I
Helped
enjoy
me
it too.
a lot, but I'm the target audience.
But I don't know, man. Like I remember like one time I was at work and there was this guy who worked with me. He was a bit older than me, and I was essentially arguing the same thing. He never went to uni. He like dropped out of high school, and then I was saying, dude, uni is a fucking waste of time. And like on the surface, like if this thing hadn't happened, I would have generally tend to agree with you because I'm not like an authority guy. Most of the stuff that is actually taught at unis is bullshit. I agree with that. But this guy gave me a different perspective. He was saying that, you're saying that because you have it. You haven't applied for jobs where they go, fuck, you need a degree. There's jobs like that. Most like that fucking Blush marketing manager, unless you went to like another business where you have like plenty of experience, where like your experience is so good that this company would be like, yeah, fuck. But if you're like a fresh person trying to get into it, you won't be able to do it without a degree. There's a lot of jobs for which you don't need a degree, and more jobs are becoming in a way where you need less degrees. But he was just explaining to me when you don't have it, you see more barriers. At this point, you're not seeing
What does the
those
audience
barriers.
think?
We can all agree on this easily. Would you both agree on these 2 points, Ali?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about humanities and sciences, but more specifically, cut the BA. We agree with that, right? Axe BAs.
Yeah.
And secondarily, cut out the middleman. Get into TAFE. Get a fucking
I think,
TAFE
look,
course.
most of the
Yeah, that's true, but they've completely fucked over the
They
table.
have
it's
too.
like
They have.
such an important, like that is something like, no, okay, so now we're talking about this.
What do the audience say?
I think they all agree with you. Just most of them
Yeah.
agree with you. And that's okay. Look, I'm not here for a popularity contest. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but let's just be honest. That game has completely destroyed all the credibility.
it's okay.
No,
Does that feel?
dude, but he drank
Just
the
to get
chili.
some comeuppance.
He redeemed
Yeah, yeah.
himself because he drank the chili.
Look,
The
that's
atoned one.
But like, look, I think the consensus is for you, and people are saying things like, "Oh, you can get critical thinking from like other degrees." All of that is also true.
Just ask the BA. Easy. And I have a BA.
And technically speaking, it's not that they've outlawed these degrees. You just
I
have
get
to
it,
pay a
yeah.
lot more for them. Look, I don't know. I'm just
They've
saying,
put
like,
a carbon tax on them.
you are literally trying to get rid of your strength.
How good would that be if that's the next Labour Party attack? Remember the carbon tax? It's
On.
back.
Yeah. The arts tax. Do you want to pay double for when you go to Sydney Modern Museum or whatever the fuck it's called? Neither do I.
Okay, so now
I don't
here's
wanna
another
live in a
question
world
just about
where
this. So,
cunts with skivvies are in the dole line.
Jordan, like, okay, so let's say, so they've disincentivized it, right? So there's going to be a huge breadth of people in this country, and let's talk about like real talk. No, like.
Let's go to the brass
without
tacks.
sounding offensive. A lot
Chili
of
has
those
had a
people
weird
are actually
effect on
dumber
you too.
people in.
Why? What happened?
You're both just going on this like one really esoteric subject that we both agree on, but keep hammering.
Well, no, I'm just saying
you're
like there's
right.
also like another. So okay, so
Streamline,
these
repetition.
These people that are now have to pay whatever a significant amount of money for their degrees, because we're trying to disincentivize it, right? So there's going to be a lot of people that end up not going to uni because let's be fair, these degrees are easier to get, so the people that are in it are often dumber. Actually, that's your biggest issue, really.
That's the issue.
That's the main issue. Like if you have smart people in these degrees, trust me, your outcomes, it's got nothing to do with the content. It's the people that are studying that content that are the problem. Anyways, but irrespective, so these amounts of people, let's say it's 100,000 people that end up not doing this degree. What are they doing?
See, this is why we need to just start a war with some country that we can probably win against, like Vietnam. Just start Vietnam
so that
Part
they can
2.
fight.
Just so they can
that's-
kill them off, and then we'll just like they're not really contributing anything.
Because like
Those
dude,
people should be in trades.
they should be, but there's no. They're also cutting TAFE funding. That's what
That is a
they're
big problem.
distracting you guys by saying, "Yeah, fuck, Foucault is dumb. Black Lives Matter people are dumb. Statues building down is dumb."
Well,
and
I'm
we're
gonna
doing
use
something
the
to do
worst
it.
argument
At
that I
the
always
same
use.
time, they're literally robbing you of your education because they're cutting TAFE at the same time as they're
Well,
cutting
have been
this
for
shit.
years.
Dude,
And they have been doing it for years.
All I'm saying is cutting TAFE is way more egregious than this because
Yeah,
cutting
I
TAFE-
agree with that.
And that
I
is
want
going to have a
that,
huge
yeah.
economic impact.
massive.
I swear.
But that's not what we're
if you
talking
just-
about.
If
We're
you
talking
got
about,
rid
like,
of
how-
the Bachelor of Arts tomorrow, the economy would go up. Australia would just be one of those wonder economies like Singapore overnight.
And we're not talking about TAFE. We're talking about how annoying people with dreadlocks are. That's the fucking distraction.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's like, dude, I understand it, and trust me, I find those dreadlocks guys as annoying.
It's a what?
There's a poll for Ali to check.
Oh, there's a poll.
Oh, okay. Jordan is right or wrong? 71% say wrong. Damn, things have changed.
Oh.
Oh, what the hell? What is this?
Flip-flop.
Hey, what podcast do you think you're watching?
It's called the Friendly Jimmy. I don't see no Jimmy here.
Your name's Jordy, then Jimmy.
Jordan.
Shit, maybe I should have paid more attention to university.
No, but it's one of those things that like even I'm conflicted with a little bit, but I'm trying to grapple with it.
Let's move
I
on.
bet
though.
you everyone
Anyways, yeah,
agreed
let's
with
move
me,
on.
and then you said, like, yeah, we're just punishing cunts with dreads. And then there was just, 400 stoners sitting around going, hey, that's what happened there, surely.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Just flipped straight away.
Well, let's get to the other point, the very, very meat and potatoes point of education. Miss Love, if you will, can you please give us a short history of ACDC?
Oh God. Oh.
It's my favorite subject.
Are you?
My mum has all of these memories of traveling long distances with her pappy.
Yeah.
And her pappy just having these conversations, and that's what she remembered at that guy's funeral, right? AKA my granddad. But
That guy.
that guy. But you.
Yeah.
That is going to be my memory when you die before me. And let's be honest, you will die before me. But
we have fun here.
But that is the greatest memories of my life, is you just sitting there being like, Bon Scott, look, yes, he's a good singer, but I mean, is he that good? The answer is yes.
Dude,
That's
yeah.
all I want to know.
But dude, I agree. But dude, why do you want to bore our audience so much? Like,
I think you guys would be very interested in this. Just let's go through the makeup of this man, right? Just the psyche of a man who just like picked up a guitar, I'm guessing when he was 14, and just was just like, 12-bar blues, yeah, easy as fuck to play. It's been like 6 decades, being like, yeah! That guy Mad Max just on the front with the guitar. That is Bon Scott. Like they just put like goggles over his eyes and he didn't notice. He's just like, he is blind probably at this point. His earbuds have just been completely blown out and he's still sitting there just being like, I can feel the music. That's what's happened, right? Is that correct?
correct. Factually correct. And that's so good.
On point.
Are we playing Rome tonight? Portugal.
Look, guys, can we get this down? Like, obviously, let's just go through the list of funniest bands of all time. Like, clearly, S tier is Limp Bizkit. No one's ever going to beat that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The funniest band of all time.
Yeah.
But
Well-
in the A list, like very close up to the S, is AC/DC.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
Dude, there's so many things that are amazing about it. Ali, did you know this, for instance? The guy that is the drummer, there is like a very, I don't know the technical terms of this, but there is a very important symbol that every other drummer on earth
ride. A ride.
right symbol, right? That is just the alphabet. That is the alphabet for drummers. He doesn't have that symbol. He's just figured it out 60 years ago that he's just goes like, pss, 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 just done that beat for 60 years and just be like, yeah, I don't need it. This is all just fancy dressing, isn't it? Threw that out. They have one pedal They've been a rock band for 60 years, and they've just been like, yeah, just turn up this amp until you can't, it just fucking blows your ears. Like, just put a roadie in front of that. Yeah, his head exploded. All right, yeah, that's our pedal.
This guy's got my number. I don't need to tell the history. You've just told the fucking history.
But
So
we have to admit, like, I don't know if this has been said enough over this last 6 decades. Where they've, outlasted the Soviet Union and still haven't explored any more than 12-bar blues.
Yeah, it's all true. It's got my number, man.
We have to say this at this point. They rock.
They scientifically rock.
Yeah,
They scientifically rock.
They do. I mean, I don't know what
Let's
else
get a
to
poll
say.
going on that. Is Jordan right?
Yeah, is Jordan right on that?
Rock.
Is Jordan right on do they scientifically right? I mean,
And let's get another poll rolling. Black Ice is their best album because it's the funniest. It's the most
dude, when did
AC/DC
you
album.
become more knowledgeable about music than me? I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed right now. You don't need me here anymore.
So what was the question that you had from Miss Love? Because didn't you want to get his opinion on something?
No, he
Something
wanted-
new metal or something.
No. Oh, what? I thought, no, he wanted a short history of AC/DC, but it's just been delivered, so.
There's nothing else you can add to it. There has to be more.
What do you
But then
want?
again, you know what else? It is the art of simplicity in a nutshell. It's basically Zen Buddhism. They went the full circle. It's just, who'd have known that there's 2 ways to reaching enlightenment? One is to just like live in a Tibetan mountain in complete solitude and silence. The other one is to own 100 Marshall stacks. That's
Don't they live in like Penrith or something?
No,
I think they
don't.
didn't one of them just buy a house because he
Yeah.
lived in like some dodgy suburb. He bought a house and then he bought every house surrounding it.
I didn't know
and
that.
turned them into a fort just so neighbors couldn't be like, "Can you turn it down? Maybe just have 99 Marshall stacks playing." Like just
I just love when Jordan says Marshall stack. It makes me
Dude, it's crazy.
makes me feel warm in the lungs, you know?
You know what's crazy? When I first moved to Australia, for some reason I thought that AC/DC would be like this, like basically where you guys put fucking Bunnings. That's where AC/DC would have been.
They kind
like
of
it
are,
would have been
though.
blasphemy to even say anything.
Well, they kind
But
of-
It turns out it's no one gives a fuck about it.
Well, look, it kind of is blasphemy.
no, because
It's
they've
just
reached
that-
the next level of respect, which is we pay you out, but we like you at the same time.
Yeah, it's that.
It's just them and Toadie. That's the only people that are there.
It's the same sort of vibe. I mean, look, there's a lot of people I know that's their blood would be boiling that we're saying this shit, but it's like
What would they be boiling about?
they'd be like,
Hey, they did go through an experimental phase. They wore a reggae hat for a short period of time in the 80s.
shout out who made who.
They're famous for like only singing about their dicks and the devil, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it works with the Stones, but I mean, look,
And what else is there to talk about? I mean, that's pretty much this podcast.
fuck, so true.
AC/DC of
Of podcasts, well, dude, if it ain't broke, you know.
Like, sardine arguing with Ali. Yeah.
If it ain't broke, you know. But like, yeah, I mean, no, you're right though. Like, dude,
What other musical sort of entity other than AC/DC is as big from Australia?
Chisel.
They're not anywhere near as
No,
big.
dude, they're
In
not.
Australia, they are.
In Australia,
Not internationally.
Yeah, the world.
Oh, the world.
Well, you hope that someone Australian that's famous here would at least be famous in Australia.
Yeah, but they're like probably equal. But in the world, fuck, AC/DC. Oh yeah. Nah, no one.
Because everyone in the world knows about AC/DC. There's
That's
not a
true.
single soul on the planet that wouldn't know about AC/DC.
It's just amazing knowing that there's 4 dudes in the universe that
Oh, ABBA.
don't know how to do.
No, not ABBA. Bee Gees. They're actually Aussie.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. But I mean,
that doesn't count.
that doesn't count. Yeah.
Kind of.
Dude,
I mean, but it's something that I would.
No, Akka.
No,
yeah.
as soon as you cut your nuts off for musical advantage in life, you're an Italian. You're a Strada.
Looking at you, Kevin Parker. Looking at you.
Yeah, exactly. Another one to add to the list.
Actually, Tame, dude, at Coachella.
This is
Tame.
don't say this opinion. Yeah, see, look at that. Like,
No,
you didn't
what?
even need to begin. Are you about to say that Tame Impala is anywhere near as famous as AC/DC?
What? No, well,
Dude, but they're not.
let me just. Facts don't lie.
They're famous.
Facts don't lie. At Coachella, there's a lot of bands. Tame Impala played second last. Akka closed, so they're close by definition.
Dude, remember when we went to like that fucking dodgy little tea place in Pakistan and they were playing Tame Impala? Did you expect that?
I didn't expect it, but I know for a fact that like most of the people that were sitting there were just being like, "Hey, this isn't that song that's attributing the Saudi king." They didn't know who that was.
Yeah.
But
But if
my
you just
friends
put
did.
Hey?
Chat says Kylie Minogue and the Wiggles.
Oh, true. Kylie.
Yes,
Dude,
Kylie.
yeah, fair enough.
Kylie
Good
and the
point.
Wiggles.
Chat
Kylie,
people.
thanks,
Kylie
guys.
is up there.
Kylie and the Wiggles. They're right. Kylie's, as big.
I don't know, guys. Anthony Kalia, give me
know.
All right, so do we
no more
one
than
more?
one Christmas carol.
So
Have we
annoying.
exhausted this? One more question, and it's going to be a
Okay,
short
but
one
I just
from
look.
the
I just really
patron.
like the thought that there is just essentially like every time I think about AC/DC, I'm just picturing 4 cells. That's it. Just these like little like amoebas that have just been shrunk up. You know how like the amoebas just know like one function, which is just go bloop and multiply.
Yeah.
Just replace that with like one of them knows how to drum like one beat, and
They're a
that's all of them.
bacteria.
They just know how to do one thing.
I do. Yeah.
And it's just amazing that there's just these like 4 cells that are just perpetually doing this. And really, I think it is just a giant experiment. And there must be someone watching them with a microscope going, they're still rocking.
Dude, 4th dimension. The 4th, like, next level.
Must be.
Yeah. I will do my, like, little, like, sappy.
That's why they're always talking about the devil. They've seen him.
Yeah, it's a big
They
guy.
know him.
I will say, though, like, rest in peace, Malcolm. Mad dog. But I'll put that out there.
One of them is dead.
Yeah, he was a legend too. 'Cause
Oh, shit, I
dude,
didn't
how
know
good's
that.
Malcolm Young? How good's Malcolm Young? Listen to this. I'll give you a bit of trivia. So he used to be the lead guitarist, and then in the early days, and then he was just like, Angus, your time to step up. And he was like, all right, mate, now, and then like when asked by like, I don't know, a magazine or whatever, like, Malcolm, why did you supersede your duties as lead guitarist in Akadaka and opt for rhythm guitar? Surely that's the lesser position. He goes, how good's this answer? Yeah, could have done lead, but got in the way of me drinking hand. King.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. He was an absolute.
Bob Walker's
All right,
known
okay,
as the
fine.
drinker of Australia.
Dude,
Come
you can't
on.
pay out.
This
You can't
guy
pay them.
demoted himself
For his drinking
in
hand.
sacrifice. Yeah.
They're
And also, I would argue
Jesus,
the
just
greatest-
slightly more of an alcoholic than Mislav.
Also, I would argue probably the best rhythm guitarist in Australia. He's so good. He's one of those guys just like, yeah, right next to the Marshall stack, so I'm sacrificing my hearing 70% more than the other boys, and I never miss a beat. He's like never missed it, like down, 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 down,
See?
down, down,
Amoebas.
never,
One
ever,
function.
ever. I
One.
like, can you actually think about this for a second? 60 years, which eventually progressed to stadiums, mass stadiums. And I swear to God, man, I would put a wager that Malcolm has never, ever missed a beat or a note. Maybe 1 or 2, but like I would seriously wager 0 beats missed. I miss beats all the time in my band, but I do have a lot of pedals
Can
and
I
shit.
ask
but,
you like a dumb music question? Is it because I would imagine like doing that much of acid will make you.
They don't do it. They
But like whatever, the cocktail of drugs. If they don't do it, other music.
Yeah,
do,
okay,
right?
yeah.
So I think my question is playing music like driving, where like it just becomes an instinct of yours and you kind of don't think about it that much?
Totally.
Or is it like, you know, you're constantly thinking about like, oh no,
No,
to make sure. It's
definitely
like I
no.
imagine
The first-
the fucking orchestra player that plays piano, he is only thinking about playing the piano. Whereas like
Yeah.
it seems like these fucking musical geniuses that never fucking skipped a beat were only thinking about pussy while they were playing. So it's
Yeah, no, it's the first one. But also, you have to remember.
No, it's really weird. I think most of their songs is pretty much just like, I was slamming this chick and I was thinking about how much rock and roll is awesome. That's the other way around.
but I'm talking about like the musical instruments that are being played.
What? No, yeah.
Like the music.
The
like,
first thing. How do you think Jimi Hendrix could play on acid? He wasn't being like C major. Oh man, it's a C major 7th. I blew it, man. I'm not playing Woodstock. Like, dude, that dude was flying on another planet most time on stage. It's just second nature. It's like anything. You practice. That's what.
But even when you're singing.
Singing to a lesser degree, but pretty much, yeah. It's autopilot.
crazy.
It's autopilot. From playing live, what I've gotten is you're kind of on auto, and I assume Jordan would be the same with the stand-up comedy show. I can't speak for you. I'd be interested to see what you think. But for me, playing live, it's like you're on autopilot, and then the little embellishments that you choose to like indulge in, which for me has a lot to do with like different kinds of shredding and pedals. That's the entertaining part where I'm like, fucked myself, delay instead of reverb. No one's going to know, but it's fun for me. That kind of shit. And I'm sure it's the same for you where you're just like mix up a line. Woohoo!
But can you do your stand-up show on
It's not a
acid?
good show unless it's on autopilot.
Well, there you go. You need to be on autopilot.
You need to be on autopilot.
But you
No,
embellish.
Can you do it on
I've seen
acid?
you.
Can you do your entire
Dude,
stand-up show on
I
acid?
couldn't play on acid. Like that's.
I don't know. I've never taken acid before,
Yeah, that's a
but I'm going
Acid's
to
a-
assume no.
Dude, Ali,
what I'm
most
saying.
people don't take acid on stage. I think it was just Hendrix.
Okay, gotcha.
Dude, Malcolm
Wait,
Young is
you're
now being
saying
like,
my parents-
yeah, 50,000 people. Down, 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 down. Oh, there's a giant elephant. Down, 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 down. Like, that's not happening.
You're saying my parents saying rock and roll equals to drugs is wrong?
What? Rock and roll
And miss.
Rock and roll equals to drugs and devil is wrong?
equals to.
Yeah, because like if you're in
It's the
rock
gateway.
and roll, yeah, it's the gateway.
It really depends who you're listening to. Angus Young, the lead guitarist of Echo,
I mean, I
doesn't
know
drink.
like Hillsong aren't doing it.
No, dude, the guitarist for Angus Young doesn't drink or do drugs.
But what about, is the guy
So, no. it's
that
not-
appears
cool.
like once every 10 years on a 60 Minutes interview just pumping
Yes,
a fag,
that's the guy.
They say we did 8 of the same albums. It's actually 10. All right, I'm going back to my mansion for the next decade.
That's the one.
him?
That's the one.
What are these men's lives? There's so many like mysteries to them.
What? How is that a
Like,
mystery?
first, do they know how to write? I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah,
They have no need for that.
It's amazing. Don't you think it's just an absurd reality that we live in that those guys are millionaires?
Yes, it is absurd.
It is amazing.
And fact, Malcolm lived in Balmain because he was just like, fuck Scotland. I need the pubs I grew up in. But the rest of them, especially Angus.
Yeah, so basically
Dude.
Scotland.
Yeah, basically Scotland. Yeah, fair call. But Angus literally lives in a Scottish castle. And he's basically a hobbit. So it's pretty ridiculous.
Mad.
That's
so his
crazy.
neighbour's J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
look at each other from binoculars.
I love the I would love
Sus
the
being like,
idea of
is she going to siege my moat? That's what she's doing that whole 10 years.
Yeah, definitely. Just
Dude,
out
you
of
see how that like Harry Potter like put her under the bus?
Yeah, because what does she say? Like, if I was when I was younger, I thought I'd be a man, but I'm glad that I didn't get a penis. Was it that thing?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what she said. She said something like that.
So
Like,
weird that that's so
What I know
egregious
is like
today.
Daniel Radcliffe. He came out saying, "I apologize." I don't even know what she said. Also, I don't even
She
know
said
like
that.
if it needs to be apologized or what. But all I know is that, dude, listen to me, you fucking Harry Potter. Saved your life.
I know.
Like you are like probably a billionaire because of this woman.
But that's Hollywood in a nutshell,
She
isn't
tells you to kill someone, you do it.
That's Hollywood in a nutshell. Yeah, that's Hollywood in a nutshell, though. Sort of like, here's $1 million. Oh, I don't like that shade of brown on you or whatever, or like that shade of pink. I hate you. I just gave you $1 billion. You're naughty. That's Hollywood, isn't it? Just
I don't know if that's how it works, but
that's how it works. I think that's how it works.
well, I'm glad we all learned something.
We're gonna have to end soon, but okay, I know this is gonna be another
don't question him.
failure.
He's got a degree.
But I have the news that everyone should know about. So I have three quick news articles
Oh, it's
that
doesn't
I
involve
think
chili, does it?
everyone. It's got no games, no chili. It's something that people should be aware of because it's important.
Lebanese food is shit.
So the first one comes from India. So you need to be careful. Like, look, we need to be aware of what's happening
No,
around
I'm
the world.
keen. I
Okay.
just love that you have photocopies, and the team was very
Indian
impressed.
hospital says a suspected COVID-19 patient died after family unplugged ventilator to plug in air cooler.
Yes, they made the calculated decision. We have enough family members and I'm hot.
Do you think? Oh, wait. Before you go on, before you go on, any relation to the homing pigeon?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, we'll find out.
It was a family of homing pigeons, but it wasn't related.
So a brief extract of this. A suspected COVID-19 patient in India allegedly died after his family members unplugged the ventilator, which was giving him breathing support, to switch on an air cooler. The incident occurred on Monday, June 15th at Bhim Singh Hospital, blah, blah, blah.
Well, okay, so
The patient passed away, was 40 years old, and was having breathing difficulties.
Sure, this isn't another game.
This is a true story. Reported by
amazing.
Vice, but you
Ali.
know it's true.
Okay. Go on.
Ali laughing and some guy dying.
Jesus.
Why is that bad?
Yeah, you shouldn't. That's so
It's the
Fuck, we are not the
40, dude.
project.
He was 40.
We are not the project.
That's
Yes.
the reason why he died. Because and the later on the news story says, because I go deep into it, says it was 43 degrees.
You know, the
okay.
people that made that decision were definitely old people. Just like, I'm not even sure if this COVID thing's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they thought it was like for the TV or something. Anyways,
Shit.
and they didn't tell anyone because they thought they ruined the machines.
Fuck. India is a quick place.
True story. All right, quickly moving on to the next one. Something you should know. This one comes from Europe because we need to be aware of every place in the world.
India and Europe.
Austrian police defend decision to find a man after a provocative fart.
What's that?
A provocative
deadly.
fart.
Wait, what country?
Austria. A man in Vienna has been fined £500 or euros for breaking wind loudly in front of the police in a move that the Austrian Capital Police Force was at pains to defend.
What?
is this
What do you mean it
pod
pains to
turned
defend?
That's what it says. It's the Guardian. It's a legit news story.
What is this pod turned into?
All right, and
Of course, Guardian's reporting on this being like, see, police brutality exists. Why are you laughing? This is serious.
the city police clarified on Twitter, of course, no one is reported for accidentally letting go. They added that the man had behaved provocatively and uncooperatively during the encounter with officers that preceded the incident. He got up from the park bench, looked at the officers,
And farted in the
let
general
go a
direction.
massive intestinal wind, apparently with full intent, they said.
All right, is someone
I love how that's the insult universally. You know when you go to North Sentinel, they just spread their butt cheeks apart and shit on the beach?
How is that? I didn't know,
How are you
farting.
arrested?
You can't even fart in front of the cops.
I think
No, they said it's fine if it's an accident.
Yeah, but even if it's intentionally, it's a fucking fart.
It's very insulting.
It's like
How
enough to,
pissed off would you be right now if I was just like, yeah, well, this is what I think about your uni degree policy, Alex.
I wouldn't be insulted. I think it's funny.
I don't think I'm gonna fine you $700 for it. 500 euros is a lot of money.
The friendly Jimmy's podge.
All right.
They're big issues.
And last one is not like a funny one. It's actually just a feel good story that I wanted to include.
This is Studio 10.
I gave it a pat.
At night.
I gave it a pat, and he chomped my hand. Students bitten by fox at UNSW.
Yes!
And then Jordan wins.
Take it.
Jordan wins the argument in the end. Screw him.
Yes, thank you.
It's funny as two people who presented to the hospital with fox bite amid a number of sightings of foxes at University of New South Wales Kensington campus. At least 3 UNSW students have been bitten. The students were attempting to pat the animal.
Damn, this is from Latvia.
Who reported on this? I'd really like to know what credible news outlet is putting this as a top story.
The Sydney Morning Herald.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, need we question anymore?
Liz Willer, a
Of course
20-year...
it's the Sydney Morning Herald.
Liz Willer...
Hey, it's under the education category. Well,
Liz Willer, 20-year-old computer engineering student, was walking home through campus after 10 p.m. on Saturday when she spotted a fox. I thought, oh, that's really cool. And then it started walking towards me with full intent. That's it. That was the news.
See,
that
that's
you
what
need
they
to know
always
for-
think, isn't it? Just like everyone thinks that foxes are going to be like they are in Spirited Away and say something witty to you.
Yeah, or like an Antichrist, where it's like,
Yeah,
"This
but how
is the
satisfying
end."
is it that, like, dude? Because I was on that campus. I spent a fair bit of my life on that campus.
Did you ever see a fox?
No, but
I'll
like I
give
would
you-
have killed to like see someone get bitten by one. That's
Yeah, I know. yeah,
ultimate
fair.
treat. Like, dude,
I,
yeah, $60,000 for that. I'll pay that shit.
I mean, this isn't a great story, but like when I was walking my dog,
I saw another dog.
no. I was listening to the 5-second rule, and I was like, I'll walk to try to get this in. And I saw a fox, and we fucking stalked it into the bush. I was hunting it.
Wow, you've been on a fox hunt,
Literally went on a fox hunt.
and you were going to use your bare hands.
Yeah.
No, you were in Lithgow. You probably had a gun.
Nah, well, I wish I did. But it was so rad because it was the first time I've ever seen a fox, and like it was massive, and it looked like Peter Rabbit foxing from the Peter Rabbit movie thingy, and it was big, and I liked it because I felt like I was in one of those stories. Bye.
Make sure you subscribe to us on Patreon. Thank you for
yeah,
your
you
time.
get extra bonus pods for it.
Yeah, more bonus pods of that. The extended director's cut of Miss Love's story of seeing.
The funny
fox.
thing is that was the most sensible thing that was said this whole pod.
Yeah, fair.
No, but we
got it like that.
But in all honesty, we have fun here. This fun isn't free. CBS needs your support.
Subscribe to Twitch, the paid one, not
And
the free one.
Patreon is worth it because we get saucy. And I'm basically getting I'm getting my cuck out these days. So like,
Yeah, pretty much. If you ever have the intent of blackmailing any of us,
Why are you doing?
I can't believe it. Yeah, I mean, is this the Gong Show?
The point of this.
Am I getting gonged off? Are you?
The point is not to scare the audience away. We want more.
I don't care. I'm standing by that gag. Anyway, continue.
Nah, that's pretty much exactly the same. That's what you're paying for in the pod. All right. See ya. Thank you for your time. Bye.